Hello and welcome to TUTV. I'm Bruce Bigler.
And I'm Anderson Bell. Tonight, student orgs bring their finest recipes to TU's football game while music fans line up downtown.
But first, our top story tonight. The recent lapse in SNAP benefits during the government shutdown affected over 500,000 Oklahomans this month. TUTV correspondent Tony Scardino visited a local food bank to learn how the lapse has impacted their day-to-day operations.
According to reports from late October and early November 2025, approximately 685,000 Oklahomans were affected by the lapse in SNAP benefits during the government shutdown. Many families faced food insecurity, and local food pantries saw a surge in demand. I stopped by Catholic Charities Market, less than 3 miles north of campus on Harvard, to see how the lapse in benefits has impacted those in most need in our community.
We had the line to where it was almost out to Harvard, which I would probably say was 75 yards, maybe 80 yards. That was that day that we did 500 people. And we were here. We normally serve food. Lunch is different. I'm talking about market groceries to 2 o'clock. That day we were here till 4:30. The volume of community lunch, which is the lunch we served that you saw earlier, doubled. It went from about 140 to 260 to 270 in that range. And our market went from anywhere from 200 to 250 a day up to and including 500 people a day. So it's just doubled it. The bigger thing is the lines and people having to wait in line, the anxiety that comes with waiting in line, people with despair, everyone's on edge.
The workers were very open and welcoming, even giving me a tour of the giant freezers they store food in.
This one is the cooler, and right now we have some eggs, some milk, and some salads, teas. But usually this is full of vegetables, and we are down on the donations.
The Catholic Charities Market is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
What I've seen personally is the amount of people that are coming through is unbelievable. We were religiously doing over 200 meals a day for lunch. We moved from serving Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to serving 5 days a week lunch for any of the clients that come in. And when you look out in the market, it's full, and the line is down the parking lot. The need definitely grew geometrically almost. There's no financial reward coming back to me or anything else from them. It's just the reward of giving that is really keeps me satisfied and coming back for all these years.
If you would be interested in volunteering to help Catholic Charities of Eastern Oklahoma, scan the QR code on your screen to learn more. For TUTV, I'm Tony Scardino.
Last Tuesday, the Students for Justice in Palestine organization held a vigil honoring the more than 680,000 Palestinians killed, injured, or displaced in Gaza during the Israel-Hamas war. The event began at 5 o'clock and was wrapped up by 6:45, but encountered disruptions from student counter-demonstrators celebrating Veterans Day. We go to TUTV reporter Michael Searles for more on the story.
The morning of November 11th, white flags appeared across the grass in front of McFarland Library, each representing 1,000 Palestinian lives lost since October 7, 2023. That evening, a large crowd of students gathered to listen to guest speakers, including SJP leader Sophia Redmond and Dr. Nida Abu-Jabbar, professor of psychology at Tulsa Community College. SJP reserved the location weeks in advance and complied with all of TU's demonstration guidelines, but at 12:30, organization leaders announced over GroupMe that protesters were expected to disrupt the event. Their suspicion was realized when a small group arrived at McFarland Library, with one student dressed in red, white, and blue while waving a large American flag. Campus security was contacted when the students began blaring music over a speaker, disrupting the vigil speeches.
When it was alerted to us that another group may be in the same space, we just went out there and let the other group know that there's another space that they can we can accommodate them. close by.
After moving to the opposite side of the library, the Star-Spangled demonstrator engaged in passionate conversation with several students, expressing anger and disdain that the vigil was occurring on Veterans Day.
It's dumb. It's dumb because on Veterans Day, to honor veterans, it's the one day you can do your vigil any other day. On Veterans Day, it's not gonna fucking happen. I'm not gonna stand for it. Already. Keep one pass on your dying man. Who said you don't matter? You don't even know that the 3 veterans died during that war. I had to tell you.
A small crowd gathered around, but began dissipating after 7 o'clock. The counter-demonstrator did not identify himself, but stated that he is acting independently and does not represent any TU-affiliated organization. For TUTV, I'm Michael Searles.
Freezing overnight waits, growing merch lines, and fans camping out for days set the scene outside the BOK Center ahead of Billie Eilish's Tulsa shows. We go to Michaela Crownover and Benton Raymer for the story.
Despite Billie and the BOK Center asking fans not to camp outside of the building prior to her shows on Monday and Tuesday, videos on social media Sunday night began emerging showing the line of fans with tents across the street in an effort to get closer spots in the pit. So how long have you been waiting here?
About like 2 days, like 2 whole days sitting outside.
So what were you waiting for in line specifically?
So we have to get the wristbands, which is like when you get the wristbands, it's like an off like property number system where you get these wristbands so you can line up numerically in order. So it's like a little, like you can still have your spot, but it's like a little less chaos, you know. I think I got to about like 20 degrees outside like one day.
So how did you prepare for the cold?
A bunch of blankets, winter coat, lots of layers, everything.
I've been camping out since like 7 o'clock on Sunday night.
Oh my goodness. How did you deal with it being so cold outside?
Lots of blankets, 2 comforters, lots of layers.
Were you expecting to be waiting outside for as long as you did?
Yeah, I was. Usually with Billie shows, that's kind of how it goes. Her fans are crazy. It's worth it. You know, you get to be really close to her, and she interacts with the crowd a lot, especially when you're barricaded.
In the past, Billie has publicly stated that she hesitates to book shows in conservative states due to new abortion laws.
And I have to be honest with you that when they made shit a law, I almost didn't want to do this show. So, because I wanted to punish this place for allowing that to happen here. But then, I remembered that it's you guys that are the victims, and you deserve everything in the world. And we need to tell them to shut the up. My body, my choice.
In addition to the countless people waiting in line, the merch line continues to grow, with 4 hours until the show begins. For TUTV, I'm Michaela Crownover with Benton Raymer.
Stressed about finals? Well, there's no need, as Student Success is holding a finals exam preparation session leading up to the final exam dates. From 2 to 3 p.m. on November 18th, you can join the Student Success coaches in Helmerich 219 to learn how to prepare for final exams. Walk away ready to tackle finals week like a pro. On November 20th, Collins Fitness Center is hosting another fitness challenge available to all TU students. Last time, the goal was to dead hang as long as possible, but this time, the challenge is seeing how far you can row in 1 minute. Not only do winners receive bragging rights, but also cool prizes in both men's and women's divisions. To enter, just show up to Collins Fitness Center this Thursday from 3:30 to 6 p.m. Come shop with the Center for Global Engagement this Saturday, November 22nd, to stock up on essentials and meet other students. Seats are on a first-come, first-served basis, so make sure to use this QR code to sign up and secure your spot. Well, Bruce, a lot going on as we move into one of the more stressful times of the year. I'm glad Tulsa's providing fun times to relax, get prepared for finals, all that.
For sure. Yeah. One of my favorite things that TU has done so far is the soup soiree.
Oh, really?
This last weekend, right before the football game, I spent about an hour and a half recruiting any and every person who walked through the gates of the football stadium to come try soup. And it was an incredibly popular event. We had a ton of people who really enjoyed it. And I just thought that set for a really fun and light atmosphere for our football game and helped attendance as well as all those things.
No, absolutely. FC Tulsa is also doing great, and Gus T's Pizza now has grilled cheese and tomato soup as well.
Come on.
So,
well, up next, TUTV meteorologist Carter Reed brings us the weekly weather report.
Hi, and welcome back to your TUTV weather. I'm Carter Reed, and let's go ahead and jump right into our 7-day outlook here. So you can see we're going to have warm temperatures remaining in the area until Thursday. We're going to have a slight drop into the upper 60s. That's going to be caused by some storms moving into the area. Wednesday evening, staying until midday Thursday. You'll see temperatures drop again Saturday as a cold front moves through Friday night. We're going to be consistent there, staying in the lower to mid 60s with rain expected again Monday morning. Looking ahead now at those storms that we're expecting Wednesday evening, we can see here if we look at our NAM model run, I have an animation looping here from Wednesday evening into midday Thursday. You can see storms are going to move through and remain over most of the area during that time. We're not expecting an elevated severe risk with this. However, that is somewhat conditional on moisture coming up from the Gulf. If extra moisture is able to come into the area, we can expect some of those storms to become quite strong, maybe even supercellular ahead of that line. Other than that, though, it looks like we're going to have a primarily wind-based threat moving into this week with storms, potential rain for most of the day next Monday. Thank you for watching. This has been your TUTV weather.
Welcome back to TUTV. My name is Zach Edwards.
And my name is Reese Wood. Tonight we continue our coverage of the latest TU campus news. Not only did you get to see a TU victory this Saturday if you came to Chapman Stadium, you also left with 20+ soups from around the world. We turn to TUTV reporter Benton Raymer for more.
This weekend, Student Government Association hosted Soup Soiree, a soup making competition between student organizations before the football game.
So this is Soup Soiree. This is sort of like a spin-off of our chili cook-off from last year, hosted along with SGA and Hurricane Athletics. So we're really trying to grow a community together, encourage some friendly competition in between student orgs, showcase our student orgs for the alumni here that's coming here to support our football games. And yeah, we have like 20+ soups here to taste.
Many of the organizations made specific soups that tied into the culture that their organization represents.
We're a Korean Student Association. We're just trying to spread Korean culture here around campus. This is called budae-jjigae. It's also known as Korean Army Stew. It's like a spicy, savory kind of soup with like a kimchi stew base with ramen noodles, sausage, Spam, pork, and also cheese sprinkled on the top.
Our organization is Russian Culture Club, but we actually represent a lot of Slavic cultures, such as Ukrainian culture as well, so yeah. So we made borscht, which is one of those traditionally Russian, Ukrainian soups, and it's very popular. Pretty much every family cooks it in our region, and it's very prominent for us.
We made miso soup. It is a traditional Japanese soup made of tofu, fish flakes, and seaweed. It boosts your immune system, so everyone's getting sick this time of year, so we decided to make something to kind of warm up everyone and just make everyone feel better. We are Asian American Student Association. We try and represent all Asian culture across the University of Tulsa, and we just love to represent Asian cultures here on campus.
The competition was judged by a panel including interim president Rick Dixon. The Vietnamese Student Association took home the trophy and were recognized on the field during the game. For TUTV, I'm Benton Raymer.
Our Blood Institute visited the University of Tulsa last week to host a blood drive. To find out more about the role blood plays in the realm of public health and what these blood drives entail, we go to reporter Reese Wood.
Last Wednesday and Thursday, Our Blood Institute, or OBI, visited the University of Tulsa to collect blood donations. This blood drive took place in the alcove of the Allen Chapman Student Union and saw many students sign up to donate blood throughout the day.
The donations that we get here, we're going to take to Oklahoma City and process them. Then that blood will come back to us and we'll send it out to a hospital for them to use.
According to ourbloodinstitute.org, Our Blood Institute is the 6th largest independent donor center across the nation, with over 17 locations in Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Texas. Our Blood Institute provides to over 240 ambulances, hospitals, and medical centers across these 3 states. After donors finish giving blood, they can receive a free shirt as well as snacks and drinks to help them refuel after their donation.
I decided to donate blood today because I've done it a couple times before and I feel like it's kind of fun, and also I want to help people.
Blood donation can last up to an hour on average, from the setup process to the blood draw itself, which usually lasts 8 to 10 minutes. These blood drives are frequently hosted by OBI all throughout Tulsa and Oklahoma at large. For TUTV, I'm Reese Wood. Students at the University of Tulsa got the chance to pie their presidents on Friday, all as a part of a lighthearted fundraiser supporting student organizations. We go to reporter Caitlin Stotts for more on this story.
On Friday, November 14th, just outside of the Student Union, Student Government Association President KJ Ransom and Interim President Rick Dixon were being pied by students and faculty. Students could pay $1 to pie one president.
I'm really excited to just get to interact with students, especially getting to do it with Interim President Dixon. I think it's really fun that we just get to do fun, silly things like this on campus, and everyone kind of listens whenever we have silly event ideas. I'm really excited for an event we have coming up tomorrow. It's called Soup Soiree. We're going to be having a giant soup cook-off between over 20 student organizations on campus, and all the money we raise from this event is actually going straight back to student organizations. So I'm really, really excited about that, and I'm excited to try all the soup because we've got some good contenders.
I think I was in my quest to support our students. Somehow this proposition of helping SGA and our student associations, different student groups, raise support for them, I said, certainly I want to support that. So I committed unknowingly to what that activity would be. And now I learned that this is Pie the President Day. So myself, along with my esteemed colleague Katie, SGA president, this is what I'm going to look like here shortly.
Okay. Come on now.
I know. It's not my story.
At least a couple times a week, I'm able to come over, go through ACAC or the K Center and see big groups of our students is the most exciting, the most rewarding by far.
Oh, gosh.
As you can see, the presidents enjoyed it just as much as the students did. For TUTV, I'm Caitlin Stotts.
As the fall semester is winding down, Film Studies seniors continue to work on their final short film projects. TUTV reporter Chelsea Hinojosa brings us a report on one of these productions filming right here on campus.
This week, TU senior Yasmin Inge recorded her senior project titled The Script.
The senior project I'm doing for my script is called The Script, and it's about a film screenwriter named Chris who needs help finishing his ending of his script. So he asks his friends to help him, and little do they know that his script comes to life.
I got to speak with one of the actors in the film, Reese Wood.
My sophomore year of high school, I started doing film. I started making my own films and I would act in them. I was given a call back for this role. Kendall, I play the comedic relief. It's been a really good time. I definitely enjoy playing comedic characters and had a really fun time.
For TUTV, I'm Chelsea Hinojosa.
Well, Reese, since we're both film studies majors, tell me more about the production that you were on and what the experience was like.
It was certainly interesting. We had 3 days of filming. It was a comedy horror short film. And like I said in the interview, I got to play the comedic relief, which was definitely a lot of fun. And I really enjoyed working with everyone in the cast and the production team. It was a good time. And there's lots more senior film projects being made right now as well.
Well, that makes me excited for our own senior film projects in the future.
Well, when we come back, we have news on women's basketball.
This past Thursday, TU's women's basketball team played their third game of the season. They are now 3-0. Their next game will take place on November 17th against ORU at their stadium. Their next home game will be on November 22nd.
For TUTV, I'm Emily Myers.
Welcome back to TUTV. I'm Savannah Mon.
And my name is Hendrik Dubois. We have some great campus stories today, so let's jump right in. The University of Tulsa's international community was celebrated on November 15th with the World Showcase Flag Parade during halftime of the football game. Students from 77 countries carried flags representing their home nations. TUTV's Von Va has more.
The University of Tulsa is home to over 450 students from 77 different countries. On November 15, World Showcase celebrated this global community with a flag parade during halftime of the football game. The Association of International Students and the Center for Global Engagement invited international students to represent their countries by carrying flags. They joined together as a group, working with pride to celebrate their heritage and the diverse community.
It's very special for me to be able to represent my country here, all the way in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm a student athlete here, and I'm a tennis player, and I worked so hard, and my family supports me, and it's just so nice to be here and represent everything that I came from.
So it's just amazing to be here today holding my national flag. It really means a lot, honestly, to represent my own country in this world parade. And I'm really grateful for the school to give me this opportunity to represent my own country. And also I feel like when I'm holding my national flag and seeing so many flags from different countries, I feel like almost, while we're from different parts of the world, but we're here, we can share and represent and be part of the big whole community.
For TUTV, I'm Van Va.
Are you interested in study abroad but scared to take that leap? Reporter Roma Carter spoke with one of CGE's faculty members about the details and structure of an upcoming study abroad course, J-term to Thailand.
Time is running out to sign up for upcoming travel courses for J-term and spring extension. There are a variety of classes that span from political courses in Prague to bio courses in Thailand, which count as credits towards your degree here at TU. Let's hear about one of the J-term courses to Thailand, led by the Manager of Global Programs and Advising Fellowship, Mav Henningsen.
We're learning about, obviously, the microbiology of fermented foods. So looking at fermentation processes and different Thai dishes. We're doing a Thai cooking class, which I'm particularly super excited for. The students will just travel during January, and there's no class outside of that. So you get 3 credits knocked out, a couple weeks in Thailand. Who doesn't love that? I think our total on the ground time is like 10 to 14 days, something like that.
As someone who studied abroad last semester, I had the time of my life, and that is not just because I was on beaches, but because of the connections I made. So even though studying abroad can seem like a costly and difficult path to take, it is very doable, and the Center for Global Engagement here at TU is there to help every step of the way. For TUTV, I'm Roma Carter.
The TU Capella Chamber Singers hosted their fall concert last Friday. The concert was the debut for 2 student conductors and a soloist. Reporter Avery Vick has more on this.
The TU Capella Singers had their fall concert this past weekend, and it was nothing short of amazing. With solos and student conductors, the students did more than just show up and show out. I was able to get into contact with a few of the performers, including junior music major Jaden Fording, sophomore mechanical engineering instruments major and soloist Kalani Nickel, and junior music education and student conductor Natalie McAtee.
Hi, my name is Jaden Fording. I sing tenor 1 in the TU Capella Chamber Singers. We are an SATB choir, so a mixed forces choir, And we also sing with the TU Concert Chorale, which is a treble voices choir. And this is our fall concert. So we meet twice a week, every week of the school year, just like a regular class, to rehearse to put on this concert for you every fall.
I sing soprano. I also have the solo in How Can I Keep From Singing? The song is about loving to sing, which is really important to me because I'm a non-music major here. I'm a mechanical engineering and Spanish major, but I'm still a part of choir and orchestra. I really love just getting to sing, and that's all that the song is about. And I really love that the University of Tulsa is so open to so many people being able to perform still after high school. Like, I performed all of my life, and I'm so happy to get to continue that here.
I'm a junior vocal music education major, and I'm one of the student conductors that's performing tonight. I am performing with the treble concert chorale, and I've loved getting to work privately with Dr. Childs to work on my choral conducting. It is super, super fun, and this is actually my conducting debut, and this is actually a program that's very unique to Tulsa because lots of students won't get to conduct until they're in graduate school. So I'm very ahead of the game here at TU.
Tonight's show was a beautifully put together concert of talent, hard work, and a passion for music. Seeing the way that these students were able to make this hard work look so effortless was truly amazing. For TUTV, I'm Avery Vick.
While TU's football season has been mixed, FC Tulsa has had a shining year. For a full breakdown of last Saturday's game against New Mexico United, we go to TUTV sports correspondent Andrew Griffin.
Thank you, Savannah. Tulsa FC lit up the pitch this Saturday with a performance that had the fans buzzing from the opening whistle. Head coach Blair Gavin came out with an aggressive game plan, pressing high and dictating tempo early. The breakthrough came in the 39th minute when Taylor Calhera buried a low-driven shot after a slick 1-2 combination through the midfield. That opener set the tone, and Tulsa never looked back. The defense was airtight with Lamar Batista and Travian Sosa shutting down lanes and winning aerial duels. The midfield controlled possession and stringed passes together to keep the opponents chasing the shadows. The second half Tulsa brought fireworks. Tulsa doubled the lead in the 57th minute on a blistering counterattack that was capped by Calhera curling his second goal of the match into the top corner. The crowd erupted once again in the 76th minute when Jamie Weber converted a midfield strike, giving Tulsa a commanding 3-0 cushion. Even late in the match, the energy didn't rest, with the relentless press forcing turnovers and keeping the opponent pinned deep. When the final whistle blew, Tulsa FC walked off with a decisive 3-0 victory, showcasing both flair and grit. From sharp finishing to defensive clamps, Saturday's match proved that this squad had to spark the noise as they have all season long. With their win on Saturday, Tulsa now turns its focus next week to the championship match against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds Soccer Club. To watch the match, make sure to head to 1OK Field in the heart of downtown Tulsa to see the home team potentially in back-to-back championships for the first time in club history. The season finale is upon us, and there is a surge of confidence around this club. On another note, I'd like to give a shout out to the Tulsa women's basketball team for bringing the Mayor's Cup back to Tulsa, with Hannah Riddick having a 27-point, 18-rebound, outstanding performance as they bring back the Mayor's Cup to Tulsa University. For sports, I'm Andrew Griffin. Back to the desk.
There's a lot of exciting opportunities going around. The J-term to Thailand sounds particularly interesting, but I'm actually going to be going on the J-term trip to India this upcoming January. So.
Yeah, and that's really cool. And the FC Tulsa also sounds incredibly cool. I have yet to go to an FC Tulsa game, but it seems like something that would be really enjoyable. Well, for TUTV, I'm Hendrik Dubois.
And I'm Savannah Mon.
We'll see you next week.